Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. So, we just had a great mission, financially speaking. We have an option, if we want to fight this level 1 boss. Kill the Sonorous Prophet. What would our squad look like there? Ideally, I'd like to take level 2s and level 1s. Boom, 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 boom. We actually have a good squad for this. Except I can't take Margus because she's too much of a liability. Instead, we would take Gilpin, who is our level 1 transient occultist, basically. We take the Grave Robber, who's also a little bit stressed. But I really don't want to invest in healing them. Stress is 59. That's a little too close for comfort. We could take a level 2, our Houndmaster, who will be upgraded. We can do that like right off the bat. The Houndmaster is being upgraded. It's not level 2 because he's only level 1, but still. Similarly, can you get the next? Yeah, you can get the next level of this. Sweet. Okay. We know that we want you on the team, so this is fine. And we have the money to spend right now, so we'll invest in like every level up here, except maybe this one. Might not be urgent to get that one. And for our Houndmaster, we'll do the same. At least on the abilities we actually use, which is those ones right there. 135% chance for a stun is really good. That's better than some of our other units that are like way later on the level train. So we'd have a level 2, a level 1, 2 level 0s. I mean, that's pretty much the way it's got to be. If we're deciding never to use these guys again, then we should just dismiss them and take someone with fresh stress. Because it seems like I'm not gonna pay for them to get de-stressed. Instead, we're just gonna take maybe like a new Grave Robber, who might actually be a good fit for this mission, and maybe a new Highwayman, because let's be honest, Mathis died recently. So let's go look at this. Unfortunately, those units won't be able to be leveled up right now. Is anybody, like, nobody needs stress relief on the A team? Doesn't look like it. 27 grand is so good. Why don't we come back, and just look at our A team and say, you know what? Oh, we don't have the next level of that. We need more paintings. We have so many busts, but it's deeds that upgrade the blacksmith, right? Yeah, so we need 42 deeds. Holy Christ. Busts upgrade the... No, paintings upgrade the tavern, so we're not going to spend paintings. Busts are okay to spend, though. Let's, sure. Let's get the treatment library up. Let's get more cells in the medical ward. More cells in the treatment ward. Unlikely to happen. But still. There you go. It's going to be cheaper to treat quirks now. That's fine. That's fine. Save deeds for now. So if we embark here... Actually, that's not what I meant to do. Let's take Dan to the guild. He's maxed on everything. Kate, maxed on everything. Bear, maxed on... We can spend the 500 for that. Me, not maxed on everything, but maxed on what we use, primarily. Nick is... why not give a little bit extra for Emboldening Vapors? Basically, we have it right now. Everyone's at 3, except Josh is 2. Michael A.L. Fox even is 3, but are we missing some levels? Yes. Man, he's expensive to upgrade, but we're going all the way in on this. And Ruka already has it. Okay, I think, you know, we spent a good deal of money there, but we spent it on stuff that's important for us. Let's look at how our team would look here. We need a healer. That would be Gilpin. We're also going to make sure that Gilpin has Abyssal Artillery, I think. Although, Demon's Pull is good. Sacrificial Stab is worthless, though. Hands from the Abyss is a stun. It wouldn't be the worst thing to have another stun. So, even though we're unlikely to use Gilpin longer than this mission, because it's a boss fight, we're going to pick up maybe Hands from the Abyss at the expense of... We'll get Hands from the Abyss and Abyssal Artillery at the expense of Sacrificial Stab and Vulnerability Hex, which I never use. There you go. So you're going to be a mostly healer, slight stun, slight offense for units at the back. It's always good to have something that can hit a unit at the back, as we learned during that hag fight. That came back to bite us in the ass there. We definitely want Ruka on the squad here. Second position is ideal, but the Houndmaster doesn't really work in the first position. Well, it can't use Hound's Rush, which is a shame because that's like the best attack. So we could just do this and not have you using your bleed attack. And then We don't have too much that hits the unit at the back. In case that's where the Sonorous Prophet ends up being. Maybe they're protected by big, bulky units at the front, and they're just a weaker unit at the back. I don't know. They could just be a size 4 unit that we just have to beat the shit out of. They have like 250 HP. I am actually completely unaware. This is a pretty bad spec for a Grave Robber, in my opinion. Shadow Fade moves you back. Lunge moves you forward 2, though. But it is a stun. So maybe instead we end up going with Sniper Shot, Bolus, Blind... Yeah. And it's also another ranged unit. I think we have pretty good damage output here. So we're going to go Occultist, Arbalist, Houndmaster, Bounty Hunter. Unless our new Man-at-Arms can fit in the number 3 slot effectively. But I think he's more of a number 2 slot sort of guy. And we need to put Ruka on a mission before he levels up. And then maybe rotate our... Man-at-Arms in. And we'll give him a name eventually as well. That's first 2 slots, first 3, first 3, first 3, but the only one that actually does damage is this one. So, we'll wait on that one a little bit. Cool, yeah, I think this is fine. Let's unequip all trinkets, sort by rarity. Bounty Hunter. You're going to take, well, probably Rob. We're going to give you better heal skills, and then... Ruka has that much HP. Houndmaster has 28. Okay, Houndmaster, you get slightly lower accuracy, but much better HP and dodge. Arbalist, you're going to get Wrathful Bandana. Your heal skills are irrelevant, so I'll just give you extra range skill accuracy. Our Occultist, okay, sure. Better dodge, lower... I think that's fine. Yeah, better dodge, lower speed. We're going to give the Bounty Hunter the Warrior's Cap for better melee skills, and also the Brawler's Gloves, just more raw damage, basically. Houndmaster, we have the plus 40% stun, which is good. Arbalist is set, Occultist is set, Bounty Hunter is set, Houndmaster is set. Okay. We're on the Ruins. We might as well stack up 4 of those bandages. We might as well take 3 of these. 1.5 stacks of food. Ended up being way overkill on the last mission, but it is what it is. And you know what? Inventory's not so full that we can't take a key, I think. We still got 17,000 in case this goes horribly wrong.
Excavations beneath the manor were well underway when a particularly ragged indigent arrived in the hamlet. This filthy, toothless miscreant boasted an uncanny knowledge of my ambitions and prognosticated publicly that, left unchecked, I would soon unleash doom upon the world.
All right. Well, you know, it's good to be skeptical, but I am going to kick the shit out of him.
Reverberate maddeningly.
I don't know what to expect here. Decorative urn. Sentimental gifts are hidden inside. Suckers could have gone and bought a couple of trinkets with that. Okay, no surprises here to start with. Abyssal Artillery may not be that incredible here. Hands from the Abyss you can't even use unless you're in the front 2 positions, you dummy. We should have, I mean, let's be honest. We're not using Vulnerability Hex regardless, but this is still a little bit of a piss-off. I think you start with Abyssal Artillery. Sure. You hope for a crit, but it's something at least. Grave Nibble missed, which is huge. I really don't want these units to be afflicted. Let's try to stun the unit in the middle. We just killed it instead. I just wanted to make sure that that couldn't attack. And honestly, our Bolus should be able to get the kill on the Spider and also move this Maggot back. And then we will just use a Hound's Rush. Finish the job. That was a very, very easy one. They're not all going to be that easy, probably.
And driven into the mud.
Combat? No combat. Scouting. Wow, lucky us. We're going to push downwards here because I'm assuming this is the right way to go to get to the boss. If we get to the boss... 100% disarm chance. If we get to the boss and everything's going fine, we could camp after the boss. You know what? Let's try this on one of our units that may or may not matter. Lasting effects on the hero. Ruins Adventurer. We're on the Ruins. Minus 20% stress damage in the Ruins. That's immediately useful. Thank you so much. But yeah, if we get to our boss and we don't have to camp before our boss, then we'll camp after our boss and maybe explore a little bit more. Perhaps. Alright, this is definitely Abyssal Artillery. And then their bleed resist is not super high, so I think we do Hound's Harry here.
precision and power.
All units will bleed, which means those 2 units at the back are dead. We'll try to stun one of these units, and it killed him. And actually, considering we get to go first, this should be like an easy finish. Although, we have to hit this guy. We could blind fire and have a 1 in 3 chance of killing him. Or we could bolus, which is a 90% chance to hit, and then 2 to 5, so it's like a 1 in 5 chance. I think we just blind fire. It missed, but we'll get the buff anyway. Oh no, we don't get the buff. Too bad we can't sniper shot the unit at the front. Alright, we got some Blight on Rob 2.0. Rob 1.0, we haven't used it forever, but... Oh, you get to go again? Web is just a stun and like a little damage, so it doesn't matter to me. Well, I guess it is a debuff, but not for long. There we go. Finish the job this time. Rob's he's gonna have some Blight for a while. That's okay. Life goes on. Blight goes on.
Remind yourself that
okay, we open the sarcophagus. Good haul as far as heirlooms go. No combat in our next room, but there is a trap on the way. Well, that's a 4th shovel, probably a little overkill. Chemistry set. It's like if you put a torch here, you get like full light. If I remember correctly. Not like we're far from full light at all times anyway, but we might as well look at it in some ways. Non-stop scouting. Just 1 bit of combat, and then we'll have our boss fight. So I don't think we camp before our boss fight if it looks as good as it looks now. But we shouldn't get attached to that idea. Because if we have to camp to give ourselves a better chance at the risk of not pulling great financial benefits from this, I think it's well worth it. So we have a 144% stun chance. Let's use it on this first unit. Even if he doesn't move, we want to make sure he's stunned. There's just less attacks for us. I think you just maybe blind fire and try to buff yourself. We ended up hitting the stunned unit, which, you know, they were pretty much all equal to me, which is why I was throwing that attack to begin with. Now, the skeleton will not be bled, but the other 2 units are very bleedable. I think we'll Abyssal Artillery, get the crit and the kill. And then we'll probably try to bleed these other 2, although I guess we could, with Hound's Rush, kill the... we're unlikely to kill the one in front. Instead, we'll stun the unit that's likely to stress us, or at least try to stun the unit likely to stress us. Because the stress on our Arbalist is the... I mean, we're doing pretty well, but it's probably the biggest problem right now. Might be able to snipe this unit to death. I'm gonna go for blind fire just for the buff again. Wow, that was actually, like, really lucky. Plus 10 speed. I think we go for the stun again, honestly. It's guaranteed damage, and the stun chance is so high that if we can just keep them under control, why not, right? So I had Rob heal himself. Rob 8.0 heal himself. It seems like it was pretty much a wash to me. Wait, which one does better against stunned? Yeah, there we go. Not that we would not have killed them anyway, but
as victories mount.
Basically, I didn't want to have Rob do the, you know, again, let's have maybe Rob look at this. Lock display cam, just go for it. It's trapped. He resisted the bleed anyway. I wanted to do it on a unit that is not essential for us, but I also wanted to not have Rob just move and fuck up our whole team, and also to not have him stand still and take stress damage. Stack of books. Lasting effects. Ruins Explorer, dude. He's killing it. Rob is like our... I know it's not Rob, by the way. He's our #1 Ruins unit. Alright, well, let's torch up. Any unit that is hurt should eat, because we can just camp after this anyway. And we've got so much extra food. Alright, let's go for it. And we gotta figure out the boss pattern early. It's a sonorous prophet with some fractured pews. Okay. Calamitous prognostication, I'm assuming, is stress. He has prophesied my end. Don't know what that means. 105 damage. No bleed resist. Good stun resist. So basically we want to hit him. And we can hit him with this. In fact, we critted him with that, and it'll bleed him as well. Only for 1, but still. Unfortunately, our bounty hunter might be, like, actually completely worthless. So I guess we just go to town, try to kill one of the pews, and maybe it'll move them up. What's his move resist? 300. Okay, so pretty unlikely to get that done. We'll use an Abyssal Artillery instead. And marked units, we still can't really hit well, so we'll try a sniper shot. 7 damage. I'd say it's an okay first turn. Eye on you. Probably stress. Oh, a stun and some stress. Wow, the stun actually worked on both of our units. Rubble of Ruin. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, especially since our healer is stunned. Okay, Calamitous Prognostication. So something's about to be dropped on that guy. We can't really do too much about it because we're gonna be on stun cooldown. We killed a pew. Everybody moves forward a little bit. His stun resist is high, but we still have a 35% chance to stun him. But I think we just have to go for some rushdown damage. Stacking up bleed doesn't hurt. Eye on you. Yep, so it's stress and stun, unfortunately. Resisted the stun this time. And Rubble of Ruin has put this unit on death's door.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Calamitous Prognostication. We're gonna go for the same thing. Hound's Rush. Good damage. A little bit of more bleed, please. Yeah, I mean, he's got no bleed resist, I guess. You should heal the unit on death's door. Healed for 9. Did bleed them, which is the less optimal of the options, but still. Now we can actually mark this unit, and then our bounty hunter can hurt them. Eye on you. We're very familiar with these attacks now. Resisted the stun at least, but get ready for the Rubble of Ruin to come down probably. Might be your last move. Why don't you mark this unit, thereby lowering their protection, or their dodge, sorry, and also making it more likely for us to survive, or for our bounty hunter to get the kill. So, lots of death's doors happening here. Not thrilled with that. Apparently there's a Calamitous Prognostication. Can we just focus on the positive, that it's not really going after my my top units? It's like primarily going after units that I maybe don't care about that much. And pretty soon this guy's, oh my god, we survived death's door again. Pretty soon this guy's not going to be able to come back from this, you know. He's taking 4 damage per round. He's only got 20 HP left. Eye on you is frustrating, and not Bear. That's like several Darkest Dungeon series ago. But not being able to throw down another heal is frustrating on this turn because of the stun. But hey, he's still kicking it here. I actually think that he should probably heal. He should probably heal our Houndmaster, just in case it goes horribly wrong. But we just got him killed anyway, so hopefully the rock doesn't get dropped on us.
I care not.
Sweet, everybody lived.
Remains dead.
Consecrated Pew. 1,250 gold. Obviously, we can't take all this. Full. Maybe we just leave? I mean, we do want to get all this, even if we just end up selling it. I guess we shouldn't have eaten all the food, because we could have camped. I think we're... Okay, I'll tell you what. Continue adventuring. Let's camp. We might as well try to get the stress down, because we could use these units in the future. But we'll have no food, which is a real problem. But, just think about this. Okay, first, bandage the wounds. Nice. I think that was pretty smart. Now, all companions reduce stress by 10. Sure. Yeah, okay. We don't have that much anti-stress stuff. All companions reduce stress by 10. I guess the rest of what we throw out is pretty much just heals here. All companions plus 2 speed. Sure, I mean,
as the light
we'll explore a little bit. But as long as we don't lose our Houndmaster or the Bounty Hunter, I don't really care. Ideally, we wouldn't have to have them get any extra stress either. At least not enough stress to actually justify putting them in like any form of therapy. Still got torches. Yeah, I'm a little scared. We should have kept the food, because if we'd kept the food, I wouldn't have to possibly incur stress damage, but it is what it is. I kind of, you know, I want to make this run last a little bit longer, and if we can leverage our units that we're unlikely to ever use again anyway, like Bear, well, that's not Bear again, but Rob 2.0, who will never graduate to the level of the original Rob in all likelihood, and then Dan Giesling 8.0. We just keep, like, the Arbalest we're using is completely disposable. But we kill the boss. Dude, I'm so happy that we have, like, some momentum in Darkest Dungeon. Like, I actually have a strategy level flowchart, and I'm using that strategy level flowchart to guide my actions, and it seems to be working out pretty well. Now, of course, when we go to the Darkest Dungeon, shit. When we go to the Darkest Dungeon, everybody says that's gonna ruin us. But we'll see. Alright, you're masochistic. Honestly, I think we may leave at this point. Yeah. I hate to do it because it's going to make for a short episode, but got a Man-at-Arms Guardian Shield. Probably didn't get back the money we spent. Tough, thick-blooded, Cove Adventurer, and tuckered out. Just a little tuckered out.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by.
Next, Sodden Crew and Inchoate Flesh. We're getting there, man. We're starting. We've knocked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bosses. Still many to go, but that's good enough. Let's take a little bit of time to do management here. So, Gilpin, you're going to be dismissed. Viewpont, you are definitely dismissed. Did Ruka hit the next level? Yeah, he's a level 3 now, so he's usable. Nobody else needs healing. We got 2 spots left over. You know what? It would be nice to have a Plague Doctor down here, and we just dismissed an Occultist, so let's take an Occultist. And we picked up not that many heirlooms, apparently, because the guild... we shouldn't. The guild does need to be leveled up, and so does the blacksmith. But we need a lot of deeds, and we need a decent number of more paintings. We have 2 of the same Guardian Shield, and we're never going to come out with 2 Man-at-Arms on the same mission, probably. So it seems to make sense, like, sell this, because we're not going to take 2 Bounty Hunters on the same mission. We're probably never going to take 2 Occultists on the same mission. Solar Crown is usable, even if we have duplicates. And we could sell this. 3750 is actually pretty reasonable. I'm assuming it was the same shield. It had the same icon, at least. Sort by rarity. Sort by trinket name, just see if I missed any duplicates that are not Solar Crown. Yeah, we can probably sell a Move Charm. We're unlikely to use 2 of them. Okay, good. Sort by rarity again. Alright, what are we going to do on the next mission then? Let's go take a look. No readily available bosses. Closest boss is going to be on the ruins, so we might just try to mainline the ruins for a little bit. After that, we're going to have to go cave and warrens pretty quickly, but we got a really good squad of level 5s and level 4s and level 3s. So I think maybe we do like 1 more mission, 4 level 3s, and we use not our A team, because I do worry that Kate might be able to level up. And then we want to make sure that we have a versatile squad available for the boss fight. So maybe on the next one, we could probably take Quill, who Hysterical Blindness is unlikely to be too relevant. Take Quill, take Rob. Tomo could be in the 3rd position, and then we need a 2nd position. Michael A.L. Fox fits in pretty well there. He does have Tedness, which is pretty bad, but, you know, we can probably live with it for 1 mission. So it's going to be Tomo, Michael A.L. Fox, Quill, and... oh, right, Abominations. Well, will Hellion serve with Abominations? Yes. And Rob will, too. I hate to do this, because, I mean, we already have a Hellion, but... it is what it is. This Hellion doesn't have Breakthrough. You're fine in this position. So let's make sure that these units are leveled. Rob, Tomo, Fox, Kate, not Kate. Kate 2.0. And I don't want to send Kate 1.0. I hate having these duplicates, but, you know, it is what it is. Can't be leveled. Tomo, can't be leveled. Percy, can be leveled. Hey, at least we got some redundancy, you know, in case things go terribly wrong. But it is kind of a waste of resources to have 2 of them. Okay, Tomo's leveled. Rob's leveled. Michael A.L. Fox is leveled at great expense to ourselves. And Percy is gonna... you know what? Might as well go all the way there. Okay, any stress relief or, like, treating negative quirks? We got the money for it right now. Bear Taffy. Honestly, these are not that bad. Clumsy for -5 dodge might be worth treating, so let's go to the sanitarium. We can only treat one thing. $2,100, holy shit. And Quill has hysterical blindness. I don't know if that's even worth fixing. Kate has hysterical blindness. What is -20 accuracy? You know what? Since Kate's on our A team, let's throw her in here. Get hysterical blindness healed just so it doesn't come back to bite us in the ass too hard. Okay, sweet. That's going to do it for this episode for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.